When
the ball was rolling halfway to the hole, I felt confident that it was going to go in. Without knowing, I raised my arms. I can still feel my excitement from that moment when I look back today.
The most successful Asian-born player in PGA Tour history with 8 career victories, KJ Choi's path to stardom began in the most unlikely of places. It was here, in these cabbage fields, at his family's farm in Wando, South Korea, where Choi's love of the game blossomed.
I would tee up here and use a driver to hit balls towards the mountains there. When I looked at the ball fly, it instilled in me a feeling of tranquility. I would also use the roots of the rice plants here as a perfect tee. Because of my passion for golf, I made do with my situation.
Even
though the environment was poor for golf, he was very passionate about golf. His weightlifting in middle school gave him an aptitude for sports. He was very determined and practiced more than 3 times the average person would.
Through Choi's perseverance, the cabbage fields and beaches of Wando transformed into the fairways and bunkers of what some would call his home course.
For someone like me who had limited opportunities to get to a golf course, and when you play around and bound to get into a bunker, if you never really had a chance to practice out of a bunker, how are you going to get better? So I thought, where can I practice somewhere and have access? Where I can practice out of the sand all the time. It gave me a feeling like I was hitting out of a very nice fairway. I don't know how I thought about this, but I made the best of it.
After leaving home, Choi dominated the Korean ranks and came to America to play on the PGA Tour in 2000.
When I first started golf, I knew that I eventually wanted to play on the PGA Tour. So I prepared for 5 years. I wanted to challenge myself. If I stayed in Korea, I would just be an average golfer, not the world-class golfer that I am today.
A member of 3 President's Cup teams, Choi has also captured 17 career worldwide victories. Highlighted by a playoff win over David Toms at the Players last May.
Everything culminated in the Players 2011. That was a turning point in my life.
And here we go. Only the 4th playoff in Players Championship history.
On the first hole of sudden death, Choi watched Tom's par putt slide by.
Ooh. You hate to see that.
Clearing the way for the South Korean to secure the biggest win of his career.
KJ Choi is a Players champion.
There's a night and day difference between the feelings I got from hoisting that trophy into the air and before I nervously made my last putt. I felt that the hardships I experienced before, like the injuries and the everyday stress, were worth it. It's an important win for me, but I don't view it as the end of my journey. I'm looking forward now towards the future. That win was only the first step for me.